Hey everyone, government tariffs can mean a world of uncertainty in the bowling industry, and it doesn't always mean higher prices. An industry executive in Pennsylvania takes us through his journey over the past several months and what tariffs have meant to his business, plus a way to do a trade show that incorporates customers as well as industry folks. My name is Andrew Pfeffer. I am the creator, producer, and host of Bowling with the Pfeff, and this is Hot Topics. It is our pleasure to have Andy Brenneman here from Bowler's Supply of York, Pennsylvania. Andy, welcome to Hot Topics.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, great to have you here. Tell us a little bit about Bowler's Supply, how you got involved, and what the company's all about.
Yeah, I'm a second generation. My father started the company in 1968. It was just a small pro shop. He bought from a gentleman that passed. His wife sold him the business, and my dad was fresh out of college and always loved bowling. He was an avid bowler. Wasn't professional by any means. He was, pretty good in the local ranks here in York, and really loved the sport, and got to meet a lot of people, and really love the industry. And here we are today, just giving back and doing what he loved, and kind of the same sentiment here. We started out as a small distributor, and he kept just expanding that, delivering to locales close to York, PA, and expanding that out amongst different states and overnight sales routes, and putting more and more sales reps on the road and expanding our territory where, good gracious, today we go the whole way down to Georgia, up to New England, and I have guys in and out of bowling centers every day, face to face with proprietors and pro shops, and really shaking their hands and getting to know them and their businesses much more in depth than sometimes just on the phone or behind an email or phone call. It's definitely more personalized customer service, and we're one of the few that still does that today in this industry. We have, my goodness, we have a dozen vans on the road full time, and we have a couple extras, spares, slugging merchandise in and out. So instead of a brown UPS truck, we're a white Bowler Supply truck with our logo on the side. Yeah. So it's kind of fun. And our customers appreciate it. And that service, I think, is what really sets us apart. Not only are a distributor, like I said, we started in 1968, but my dad bought his first bowling center in 1976. And that was a couple hours away from us in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. And then he expanded and started buying some more centers with a partner in the late 80s to early 90s was kind of their biggest acquisition phase. And at one time, the organization had 7 bowling centers. And I was young. I was still in high school, but I did everything from working the front counter to working our pro shop here. I was a sales rep. Also through high school, I ran the lane machine at the bowling center, worked the snack bar. So almost every facet of the bowling industry, my father and myself and Bowler Supply have really been involved in it. Late 90s, we kind of went a little different direction and sold some of the bowling centers off when AMF was in an acquisition phase. We sold 3 centers. And around that time, it might have even been a little bit before that, my dad was actually involved with Hammer Bowling and partners with Dennis Baldwin. So he was in the manufacturing side of making bowling balls and selling, that stuff. So we really, truly can say we have been in damn near every part of the bowling industry. So I think that gives us some relevancy, and we can relate to customers and share real world experiences. That's very valuable. Yeah. So that's a little backstory on us, and we continue to grow and love what we do in the sport and our customers we deal with. It's really quite amazing.
That's pretty cool. A wealth of knowledge, relationship building, all great stuff. And you can find out more about Bowler's Supply by going to bowlersupply.com. Andy, let's kind of get into a few of our hot topics here by talking about government tariffs. A lot of times we hear about government tariffs in a high level conversation, maybe what one country has as far as tariffs are concerned, but we don't often hear about particular industries. So I guess my question to you is how government tariffs affect what you guys are doing in the bowling industry and ultimately the bowlers.
Yeah, it's been a real rocky road, I can say. This year has been a ton of uncertainty. It's really been quite frustrating for the vendors and ourselves. And we've done a lot more talking this year than we have in years past. And it's like, here's something that's going to get rolled out and it doesn't happen because the tariff changed, or for good or bad. Prices could have been increased. And a couple times, one of my shoe vendors, we went round and round 3 times, and not in a troublesome way, but they were just uncertain. Like I said, uncertainty of what was going to happen, and they came with a price, and then it got lower, it got higher. It was like, oh my goodness, it's a lot. It was a lot of work, and we tried to give our customers and ultimately the consumers the best price, and it took a while, and to get there, I think we're finally there. The dust has settled. It's a little bit better. I can say it has created some major delays, because everybody wanted to wait it out and get what that final price would be, and not change it a couple of times, because that would have been detrimental to their business and profit margin, and us as well. So finally, I think we're in a better situation. I can't say it's 100% over, but I think we're better.
Yeah. Yeah. Little patience goes a long way sometimes on that
Yeah.
front and others. Um, Tell me about this summer's trade shows. What did you learn or experience through those events? And we've seen really every summer we see trade shows from distributors all across the country.
Yeah. And that's interesting because this year, I can't remember the exact year, my first Bowl Expo, but I went to, we can fact check it and go back and look in the in the records. But one of my first ones was the early '90s in San Francisco, and I was just a teenager, and it was impressive. It was awesome. It's the industry gala. It's the industry event, and I can remember the 30 some years going to them. We never really had them close to us in the East Coast. The closest would have been Orlando or Nashville, and we've been there a couple of times. But Washington was in what I say is our backyard, where our wheelhouse, where all our customers at. So it created an opportunity for them to get in and drive in one day and get out. So I think we got a lot more new faces that were never at this event, and it was excellent. I was very happy with the people I saw, and I really didn't get away from the booth much. So it was it was good. They kept me busy, and I think the education and what people got to see and shake hands with all the vendors and really see the whole event that Bowl Expo is it's awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then to parlay on top of that, our trade show, which we've been doing, this was our 31st year that Bowler Supply has had our trade show, and it really is an awesome event because it's not just a trade show for our customers and vendors to buy stuff. We always say it's a customer appreciation event, and we have a sale, a closeout sale where people are welcome to our warehouse. So we have a bunch of goods outside that are, overstocks or good buys, and pass that along to our customers. And then we follow that up with a lunch, a ball demo, a tournament, dinner, open bar, and follow it up with the tournament finals. So the customers really get engaged, have a lot of fun. Um, that's on Thursday. They spend the night, most of them. Some go home, come back, and then Friday we have some education, and we have a trade show floor with our vendors there talking with the customers. And a couple years ago, we were fortunate to partner with the BPAA, and they are hosting the Pennsylvania State proprietors meetings. And with that, they provide some of this education. So the last 2 years, this year we did on marketing AI, and that was an excellent event. Um, and it's not just to the PA proprietors; pro shops went as well, other proprietors from other states, and they come away with a lot of education. And I think that's what makes our event such a success is our partners, our customers, the attendance, and everything you can get out of it. It's a 2 day event, pretty close to home, not a huge time restraint or cash outflow for them. So we like to give back and thank the customers for doing business with us.
Yeah. And decidedly different from many others across the country that are limited to folks in the industry, proprietors, pro shop operators, etc. Um, you had mentioned beforehand that there are new products out there and closeout opportunities. What are some of those items that maybe pro shops should be on the lookout for, or even customers?
Yeah, one thing we launched at Bowl Expo. maybe a little more proprietor driven, but I do have a pro shop that purchased some at our show. It's called the Evo Tall. It's a digital marketing piece that it's very simple to upload stuff from the cloud right into the unit if you're at the facility or even off location. And a lot of places are using that for social media marketing of birthday parties at proprietors events or league specials or food and beverage specials. In this case, this pro shop's going to offer, ball bag and shoe specials or new ball releases. So it's a really pretty cool device that it's high quality digital imagery. So that won the best of show at Bowl Expo for one of the newest products. So I'm very excited about that. So that's a little different than just your normal ball bag and shoe technology item coming out. Something we were pretty excited about. But otherwise, I mean, all our industry partners continue to push the envelope on new technology and ball reaction and ball bag and shoe, trying to introduce uh, new features and benefits. It's often difficult. How many different ways can you change a bowling shoe? But they try and step up every year and set the bar higher and higher. And everybody makes great products and the quality control and it's bar none. Everybody does a great job.
Yeah, interesting times to be certain, and glad we've got folks like you, Andy, to kind of help us navigate through some of those products and things like that.
I
Thanks.
did want to speak real quick. Sorry on the discontinued and on the tariff situation. From our standpoint, we tried to invest a little bit heavier in some of these last year. It might just be a color change of a shoe or of a bag uh, to try and beat some of the tariff prices and availability by offering something at a little bit of a discount because the other stuff isn't available. So we've really been ramping up our inventory and doing different things there to give our customers an option because some of these products are much delayed. We typically would get our flow of products and bags and shoes June and July. Some of that is delayed now. We still don't even have them. And in October, November, we're going to get some of them. So we felt there was going to be a little bit of a lull. And I've really been encouraging customers for months. If you get a customer coming in your door, a consumer that wants a bag or a shoe, get a couple options because that first choice, second choice might not be available. So give them opportunity to get something else because they might need to. So
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
No, no, no. I'm glad you did. That's a great little nugget of information and something we really all need to be thinking about as, leagues have started and demand kind of goes up and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
Andy, thanks so much for the time. Really appreciate it. And
thank
for
you.
those of you out there watching and looking for more information on Ipsia, feel free to visit us at ipsia.com. We've got all kinds of information, the benefits of membership, back episodes of Hot Topics, and a whole lot more. And if you like what you saw here today, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's perfectly free, it's fast, and it is the easiest and best way to help us continue to make great bowling content.